this crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll try the right side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Rush is on him, and he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up in the double coverage.
And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this.
Snags it, and he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running into the open space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Brown. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking for room. It's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the right. And they're not on the same page there.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game.
There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. This time he wants to throw. Makes the catch. Touchdown Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn it into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Underwood. Quick completion on the out route. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He breaks a tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Might as well stick with him. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down. And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Breaks the tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Fires to the middle. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Over to the right side, that's Wilson. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Pryor. Maybe some room here. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gators.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Going to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Lots of room to run. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ball. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Gators want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, as a quarterback, you know, if you put the ball anywhere near this guy, anywhere in his vicinity with his catch radius and his athleticism, he's going to be able to snag it. They weren't able to hit him in stride, but he bails his quarterback out with an awesome diving catch.
With the catch, it's Jackson. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He gets the pick, but not the pick six as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Here's Underwood to throw. Puts it out of the air. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Fights off a defender. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running inside, it's Marshall. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Right back to it. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down. 4th down, Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop.
Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Coming out with it, it's Ball. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Going for the big play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better position.
Breaks into the open. Into the house. Touchdown. East. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll bring it out. It's Mark. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick completion on the out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long. There's some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Underwood. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Back's got it. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up? Not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Jackson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Ball. Finding some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Throwing, Underwood. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Underwood. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, but he takes...
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Quick strike complete. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Michigan!
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. Windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Maybe a crease. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Running inside, it's Ball. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Going to take a shot on second and short. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. It'll be a run on third and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And with that last carry into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Oh, they're after him. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coach...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Jaden one more time. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's a give to ball. Inside the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Brown. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Breaks it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marsh. come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop. Pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. Tripped up for the tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Play fake, Underwood. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Such such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go to play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Running to Green. Shakes off the defender.
These running backs. They're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Handoff for Ball. Here's a little room there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building, and keeping it really, really quiet.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He wants to go deep. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Ball.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
That last connection just a hair short of the 1st down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Complete out left to Wilson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Takes it back inside the 4. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, as you know, anytime Ohio State plays at Michigan, it can be really intense, and that's already something we've seen here in the pregame. You might remember teams shared the tunnel coming out onto the field, and I could see a little bit of a pregame scuffle, guys pushing, shoving, getting it mixed up. Already this rivalry game is turned up. The heat is on here at Michigan. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Not incomplete. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he scores! Touchdown, Buckeye!
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Underwood. Bringing the heat. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Gets it out quickly. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Underwood. Good timing on the quick out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
To throw, it's Underwood. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
How many ways can I make you think? right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it,
might have a chance. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here's Underwood to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Sayin. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Safe completion on the screen. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Say it. He's got the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Again, it's Sayin. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Sayin back to the air. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catches the defense off guard.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll go right back to it. Showing off the arm. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. See that maize in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way. And
got a little grass. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has ripped the field with a huge pickup on the play, and now they are set up coming out of a 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Marshall. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running inside. It's Jackson. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Say it. Grabs it in the middle. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Stepping to the right. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes a grab and room to run. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. And these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Underwood trying to make magic on the scramble. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Turning it on! They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature.
Could be an alley. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Push down for the tackle.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. There's a crease. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff from... Oh, no, the ball popped out. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Gets it to the back. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something.
Makes the catch down the right side. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throw it, say it. Got his man. Discards him with the stiff arm. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. To the air, it's Sayin. He lofts one down the sideline. Got it outside. In with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Marshall. Maybe some room here. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll take a knee. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Hard running there. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State